In 1991, Michael Jordan won his first NBA championship. And today, we're going to be looking at a breakdown about a dude Hoop Central. And we're going to see how Michael Jordan solidified himself as one of the greatest players to play the game.
And the Chicago Bulls have won their first ever NBA championship.
June 12th, 1991, 11:47 p.m., the Forum, Los Angeles. For 7 years, they called him the most talented player who couldn't win when it mattered. 7 years of playoff heartbreak, swept by the Celtics, destroyed by the Pistons, always falling short. 7 years of watching Bird raise banners. 7 years of Magic's smile after another championship. But on this night, something fundamentally shifted in the universe of basketball. This wasn't just a championship, this was a coronation. This was the night Michael Jordan stopped being mortal. The criticism was over. The doubts were dead. 7 years of can't win the big one, erased in one magical run.
Hanson to Jordan.
It was
For the Bulls. Michael going to work.
Jordan past Petrovic.
He
You know what I'm
didn't just
saying?
beat opponents anymore. He transformed the very concept of what basketball players could be. He turned physics into poetry. He made winning look inevitable. And if you weren't there to witness it, sit down, lock in, because I'm about to show you what basketball looks like when a man becomes a myth.
all right. Let's see, my boy. It's time to win. It's time to
Understand
win.
the deity Jordan became in 91. You need to understand the mortality he shed. See, from 1984 to 1990, Michael Jordan was a spectacular failure. Oh, he could score. 63 against the 86 Celtics. He could fly. Every night was a highlight reel. But winning, championship winning, the numbers were brutal. Multiple
Damn. Yeah, multiple first. Damn. Some of these series, he was averaging. Oh my God, look at him. Celtics 43, Celtics 35, Cavaliers 30, 45, 45. God, nah, he was tearing boys apart. Oh my God, 43, like. Bro, averaging 30 was just a regular thing for him to do in the playoffs. God damn, Jordan.
round exits, 3 straight conference finals losses to Detroit, 0 finals appearances, 0 rings. While Jordan was creating posters, Larry Legend and Magic were creating legacies. Bird, 3 rings, Magic, 5 rings, Jordan, 0 rings, and a growing reputation as the greatest player who couldn't figure out how to be a champion. The Detroit Pistons made it personal. They didn't just beat Jordan, they punished him. Chuck
Damn.
Daly's Jordan rules were simple. Hit him again. Make him lose his cool. Make him distrust his teammates. Make him human. And it worked.
So they were trying to get to him through emotions. That's what basketball is about the mentality at the end of the day. So that's a good way to like beat him down. Because if you get to him mentally, then the game for him is just going to be a lot harder. You know what I'm saying? Physically. Because every time he miss, he do something wrong. It's going to get to him. They hit on him. They doing this to him. They doing that to him. It's like, damn, they trying to break him apart. That's what they trying to do.
88, loss in 5. 89, loss in 6. 1990, the breaking point, loss in 7. With Scottie Pippen's migraine game becoming a symbol of Chicago's soft reputation. But watch what happened next, because this is where mortality ends and godhood begins. 15 pounds of muscle, not just weight, armor. Jordan spent the summer of 1990 rebuilding his body with one purpose: to never be pushed around again. His trainer, Tim Grover, later said, Michael didn't want to get bigger, he wanted to get angrier. Meanwhile, Phil Jackson was rebuilding Jordan's mind. The triangle offense wasn't about limiting Jordan, it was about making him omnipresent. Instead of guarding one man, teams now had to guard a system powered by the most dangerous player alive. Before the triangle, 5.9 assists per game career average. In 1991, 11.4 assists per game in the finals.
Oh, so that's what the triangle offense led to. It led him to helping his teammates a lot more. He started distributing the ball a lot more instead of taking things into his own hands, which he could always take things into his own hands, don't get me wrong, but hey, 11.4 assists from the triangle offense. Hey man, but the thing is though, it's not about just the play. It's about how can you perform the right play. Look, Phil Jackson had MJ, but he knew MJ could make the right play. If you give a random ass dude the ball, do you think he could perform? He could perform the same play like how Jordan could perform the same play? Shoot, I don't know. I don't think so. That's the thing.
That's not evolution. That's mutation. And then there was Pippen, no longer the kid with migraines, now a 6'8" defensive destroyer who could guard anyone from point guards to power forwards. Jordan finally had a running mate who could keep up. Horace Grant became a rebounding machine. Cartwright provided veteran toughness. Paxson turned into a sniper from the corners. This wasn't Jordan and the Jordanaires anymore. This was a team built for war. But make no mistake, they all orbited around one sun. And in 1991, that sun went supernova.
Practice runs and dominance.
From opening night, something was different. Jordan wasn't hunting for points, he was hunting for perfection. First game, 31 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds against the Sixers. Complete control. The Bulls started 13-3, then went 25-5, then 41-9. This wasn't just winning, this was systematically dismantling the league's confidence. Teams were beaten before the bus arrived at Chicago Stadium.
This the Golden State Warriors of the era, huh? Damn.
Watch the tape from that season. Really watch it. Jordan had added a post game that was unguardable. Too strong for guards, too quick for forwards, too smart for double teams. He'd catch the ball 15 feet out, feel the defense, and know exactly what they feared most. Then he'd give it to them. From the post, 58%. Mid-range, 54%. At the rim, 67%.
Damn! What the fuck? 67? This dude doing shit like bigs. Yo, 54% from the mid, 58% from the post. This guy was nasty.
There was no safe space, no defensive scheme, no answer.
Couldn't guard him.
What separated 91 Jordan from every version before. He made defense sexy, averaged 2.7 steals while barely gambling. He'd study film like a professor, memorizing every player's go-to move, their comfort zones, their panic buttons. Clyde Drexler said it best. You'd think you had him beat, then realize he wanted you to think that. Jordan wasn't just playing defense, he was playing chess at 100 miles per hour. The old Jordan screamed at teammates for missing shots. The 91 Jordan, he'd pull them aside during free throws. Next time down, set a harder screen. I'll get you a better look. Leadership through precision, not just passion. By March, the Bulls weren't just winning, they were performing. Every game was a clinic, every quarter was a statement. They finished 61-22, best record in the Eastern Conference. Michael Jordan, 31.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2.7 steals. MVP, scoring champion, first team.
Damn, 5th straight season. In 1991, how old was he? Was he still in his 20s? 5th straight season, scoring MVP, first team all defense, first team all NBA. Damn. No, what the hell, bro? No, 1991, he was
Team all NBA.
That's a season.
First team all defense. But regular season excellence meant nothing to Jordan. Not anymore. He'd had MVPs, enough scoring titles, enough individual glory. He wanted Detroit. He wanted magic. He wanted them all to bow.
He wanted to win. The time comes now.
May 19th, 1991. The Palace of Auburn Hills. Piston fans came ready for another Bulls execution. They brought brooms, expecting a sweep. They'd get one, just not the kind they had imagined. From the opening tip, you could see it in the Pistons' eyes. Confusion. Jordan wasn't avoiding contact. He was initiating it. Lambier's cheap shots, Jordan absorbed them and smiled.
Bro, it
Rodman's
didn't
line
matter.
drives, Jordan ignored them and scored. Thomas's trash talk, Jordan responded with silence and buckets. Game 1 final score, Bulls 94, Pistons 83. But the score didn't tell the story. This was psychological warfare, and Jordan had already won. Chuck Daly later admitted, "We knew in the first quarter of Game 1, our edge was gone. Michael wasn't that kid anymore." Game 2 was a horror movie for Detroit. Jordan didn't just beat them, he dissected them. 35 points on 74% shooting.
Damn, 74% shooting. Oh my
Read
God.
that again. 74%.
What?
Against the team that invented defending him. But watch how he scored. No wild drives hoping for calls. Everything was calculated.
Yeah,
Footwork perfect,
effortless.
shoulders squared, follow through textbook. He was beating them with fundamentals, and that hurt worse than any dunk. Game 3 in Detroit. The Pistons' last stand. Their crowd was vicious. Jordan sucks chance from the warm-ups. Security had to escort Jordan's family. This was Detroit's house.
They had to escort Jordan's family. What did Jordan's family do? They punching up on Jordan's family too? Damn! Y'all 90s people is wild. What was y'all at Jordan's family for? They not playing the game? What? Was they telepathically putting the ball in the basket? What the fuck going on with y'all? Y'all people in Detroit, wild.
The dreams went to die. Jordan's response, 33 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. But forget the numbers. Watch his demeanor. No emotion, no celebration. Just cold, methodical execution. Like a surgeon who's
You
done
would've
this
thought Jordan's
operation
family had a
1,000
gun.
times. By the fourth quarter, you could see it. The bad boys were broken. Lambier stopped throwing elbows. Rodman stopped talking. Thomas looked like he'd aged 5 years in 3 games. And then came the moment that defined an era's death. Game 4. Bulls up 115-94. Clock winding down. Thomas gathers his troops at midcourt. They turn toward the tunnel. They walk. No handshakes. No acknowledgement. No respect for the new kings. Jordan.
Damn, they said, yeah, y'all beat us. I don't even want to look at y'all. Y'all beat us so bad. Bulls put belt to ass. I'm talking, they beat them so bad, yo. Like, they beat their ass with the Charger gang. That's what my mom used to do. They gave me they give y'all that type of ass whooping. Damn, bowling ball ass whooping. Shit.
Response? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He didn't chase them. He didn't yell. Didn't gloat. He just stood there, watching the former champions slink away like defeated gladiators leaving the Coliseum. In the locker room, while his teammates celebrated, Jordan sat quietly. Scottie Pippen asked him why he wasn't more excited. Jordan's response? We haven't won anything yet. 4-0 sweep. Jordan, 29.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, 7 assists per game. Bulls outscored Pistons by an average of 17.3 points.
Damn.
The bad boys were dead. The Jordan rules were obsolete, but the real test was coming.
When legends collide.
June 2nd, 1991, Chicago Stadium. Michael Jordan versus Magic Johnson. The Prince versus the King. The future versus the present. Except nobody told Jordan he was supposed to wait his turn. This wasn't just a finals. This was a coronation waiting to happen.
A lot of people this year, I fucking clicked on something by accident, but a lot of people this year, they really thought that the Lakers was gonna win. They thought, and then a lot of people argue Magic is washed, this, that, the third. Bro was second in MVP voting this year. He was second in MVP voting this year, aside from Michael Jordan, which obviously he was. I think he was first. He was first, obviously. He won the MVP. But Magic Johnson was still doing this thing in 91. And he had a good team around him. Oh, I'm telling you. A lot of people thought the Lakers was going to win this year. I promise you that.
Magic's Lakers, Showtime's Last Dance, Jordan's Bulls, a dynasty being born. The basketball world held its breath. Game 1, Chicago Stadium. The energy was nuclear. Jordan came out hunting. 36 points, 8 assists, 12 rebounds. A complete performance. But the Lakers had one more Showtime moment left. Sam Perkins hitting clutch threes. Worthy finding creases in the defense. Final. Lakers 93, Bulls 91.
Oh, they won that first game. They barely won. They won by 2 points. Shoot.
But here's what scared the Lakers. Jordan didn't look frustrated. He looked intrigued, like a chess master who just saw his opponent's best move and already knew how to counter it. Phil Jackson told the team one thing. They just showed us everything they have. We haven't even started. Game 2 was when the Lakers learned what playoff Jordan really meant. Not the spectacular Jordan, the surgical Jordan. Game 2, the Lakers came out desperate, more physical, more focused. They actually led at halftime. Phil Jackson's calm message to Jordan, they're showing you too much respect. Remind them why. Third quarter, Jordan drives baseline. Perkins and Divac converge. Jordan goes up with his right hand, sees the contact coming, and then
Switcheroo.
he switches to his left hand in mid-air. Not around the defenders, through them. The ball kisses the glass and drops. Chicago Stadium exploded. 20,000 people losing their minds. Not because of a home team basket, but because they just witnessed something that shouldn't exist. That play broke the Lakers' spirit. You could see it in their eyes. How do you game plan for someone who invents new possibilities mid-flight? Game 3 in Los Angeles.
Bro making his shoe. He making new helicopters mid-air. I'm telling you, bro. Michael Jordan in the air. Shh. He in that bitch. Shh. That's greatness. You feel me?
Series tied 1-1. The Forum. Magic's house. If the Lakers were going to seize control, it had to be done here. They threw everything. Zones, box and one, switching defense. Jordan's response, perfect balance. When they overplayed him, he facilitated. 13 assists. When they sagged off to stop his passing, he attacked. 29 points. A masterclass in reading defenses. Game 4 was Jordan at his most terrifying. Up 2-1, smell of a championship in the air. He could have coasted. Instead,
bro was dunking on. He was yamming.
Pure aggression from the opening tip. 28 points. But more importantly, complete control. He wasn't just trying to win, he was trying to demoralize. Game 5, June 12th, 1991. One win from history. The old Jordan might have pressed, forced shots, tried too hard. The God version, he orchestrated a symphony. 30 points on 11 of 25 shooting. But the 10 assists told the real story. He was everywhere. Skip pass to Paxson in the corner, 3. Drive and dish to Grant, dunk. Post up, draw double team, find Pippen, layup.
Green.
With 3 minutes left, up 15, Jordan caught the ball at the foul line. The entire Lakers defense sagged towards him. He looked at them, all 5 defenders cheating his way, smiled, and hit.
Damn, I ain't know Paxson was a sniper. Shit, maybe I might take back what I said about calling that nigga a bum, to be honest. I remember that other vid, man, when I was talking about Larry Brown, I was talking about Paxson was a bum. Maybe I should have never said that. I ain't gonna lie, he looking like he might, if people was calling that boy a sniper, shit, maybe he just wasn't playing in the right environment, man. Maybe that's what it was, cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never heard of no John Paxson. I thought his ass was a bum. I'll take that shit right the fuck back.
Paxson for another 3. Game over, series over, 7 years of doubt, over. When the buzzer sounded, Jordan didn't jump, didn't scream. He just walked to the ball, picked it up, and headed to the locker room. The celebration could wait. This moment was his. In that tiny visitor's locker room in Los Angeles, Michael Jordan, the man who turned weakness into strength, failure into fuel, finally let go. 7 years of can't win the big one, 7 years of watching others celebrate, 7 years of questions.
Won his first chip.
All gone. 5 games, Jordan, 31.2 points,
Like, look at those numbers, yo. Like, not gonna lie, I know it's not really just about the numbers, you know what I'm saying? But it's like 31 points, 11 assists, 55%. Like, yo, he was doing it all. 3 steals a game, basically. Like, he was doing everything, pulling it all out on the floor, putting all his bag of tricks that nobody could stop on the floor. I even think he dunked on Magic Johnson. Maybe I'm tripping or something. I'm pretty sure I think he did, if I'm not mistaken. But he put it all out there, man. And shit, all that work led to that first championship, bro. I'm proud of gang. I ain't gonna lie.
6.6 rebounds, 11.4 assists per game, 2.8 steals, 55.8% field goal percentage. Finals MVP, unanimous. Here's what nobody understood yet. Winning the championship didn't complete Jordan, it unleashed him. See, before 1991, Michael Jordan was a basketball player. After 1991, he was a global corporation disguised as an athlete. The night commercials stopped selling shoes and started selling dreams. Air Jordan wasn't footwear, it was a belief system.
Nah,
Believe
word.
you could fly, believe you could win, believe you could be him.
True, man. I still want some more J's to this day. Fuck you talking about, bro. You know how many kids still nowadays be wearing J's? I mean, it's mostly cause they look good, but let's be honest, bro. Man, bro, Jordan did that, bro. Come on, bro. Everybody want to be Jordan. I still want to be Jordan. What? Man, I want to be in there flying and shit. Man, I know all y'all boys in the old days. Man, I know y'all was waiting outside from the store. Soon as the new Jordans dropped, y'all was on that. Y'all was on that, ready to get go. Y'all maybe had to steal some shit, sell some shit to get them J's. Shit, probably while y'all moms was probably going to work, right? You probably sneak out of school, go get some new J's. I know y'all was doing that. I was doing that too. Not new J's necessarily, but some new shoes. I know people was doing this. Come on.
Within months, kids in Barcelona were doing tongue-wagging layups. Teenagers in Tokyo were wearing baggy shorts. Courts in Cairo had makeshift Jordan posters. This wasn't American cultural export. This was basketball imperialism. And Jordan was the emperor. The numbers were staggering. NBA ratings up 20%. Attendance records shattered wherever the Bulls played. Jordan's salary, $2.5 million. His Nike deal, $20 million.
Damn.
His impact on the league's value, immeasurable. David Stern later admitted, Michael didn't save the NBA, he transformed it. We went from a league with drug problems and tape-delayed finals to must-see global entertainment. That transformation has a name, Jordan. But the real impact wasn't in boardrooms. It was on playgrounds. Every kid taking a jumper was suddenly leaning back, tongue out. Every drive to the basket ended with an attempted layup package.
Hello?
Basketball wasn't just a game anymore. It was performance art. Let's get technical for a minute, because calling Jordan a god is poetic, but understanding why requires analysis. Watch any Jordan footage from 1991. Notice something? Everything is fundamentally perfect. The footwork, always balanced. The release, identical every time.
Hey, right, and he don't even do too much to get where he gotta get to, bro. That's how I was realized. I'm like, this dude don't even be going that crazy. Like, he just do like a little post up, little 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Little one dribble pull up, get to a spot. Like, he don't even gotta use that much. But that's the thing. It's like simple but effective. It's good that way. So he don't even use that much energy. You know what I'm saying? He just keeps it simple. You know what I'm saying? And he does his thing. That's what my teacher told me. Hey, keep it simple, stupid. Keep everything simple. And that's what Michael Jordan did.
The defensive positioning, textbook, but at warp speed. Other stars had signature moves. Jordan had complete mastery. While everyone else was playing checkers, Jordan was solving basketball like a math equation. Same problem, perfect answer.
That's crazy too, because you know who told me that? It was my math teacher that told me that. Keep it simple, stupid. That's crazy that you brought it up. I swear to God.
Every single time. That's not talent. That's 10,000 hours of obsessive preparation meeting the perfect moment. But physical gifts and technical skill only explain half of 1991 Jordan. The other half, the half that separated him from every talented player who couldn't win, that was all mental. Jordan didn't practice, he hunted. Every drill was game 7. Every scrimmage was personal. Teammates tell stories of Jordan turning simple shooting drills into competition, then refusing to leave until he won. BJ Armstrong remembers, we'd be up 20 in a meaningless February game, and Mike would be furious because someone scored on him. He took every basket personally, every single one.
But that's a good thing, because, like, you initiate that, you think like that. Look, you think like that, and then when it actually happens, say the finals were to actually happen, he's used to being in those type of situations before. So it's like, he knows what, he better prepares himself for when shit actually matters. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take everything. He's just playing the game like it was his last game. You get what I'm saying? He playing it like it's his last, bro. He just putting that all on the floor, playing it like it's last, and trying his hardest because he wants to be the best. That's what you have to do to be the best.
The preparation was psychotic. Jordan studied every referee's tendencies. Which ones called hand checks tight? Which ones let you play physical? He knew every arena's dead spots on the floor, which rims were soft, which courts were slippery. But the real edge was his memory. Jordan never forgot. You celebrated a dunk on him in November, he was dropping 40 on you in March. You talked trash in warm-ups, he was embarrassing you by halftime. Every slight, real or imagined, became fuel. And then there was the look. You know the one.
Yup, I remember that. Yup.
Absolute focus. When Jordan gave you that look, the game was over. Not eventually, right then. Because he decided you were going to lose. And his will was stronger than your hope. So why 1991? Why was this the year Michael Jordan transcended from superstar to superhuman? Simple. It was the perfect storm of preparation meeting opportunity. Physical evolution, check. Mental maturity, check. System understanding, check. Supporting cast, check. Chip on the shoulder, check. Every element aligned. The body was ready, stronger, more durable. The mind was sharp, patient but ruthless. The system maximized his gifts while hiding nothing. The team could finally hold their own. And the motivation? 7 years of can't win the big one had created a monster. The pre-1991 Jordan was reactive. He responded to defenses. The 1991 Jordan was predictive. He knew what defenses could do before they did it. The pre-1991 Jordan needed the ball. The 1991 Jordan was dangerous without it. The pre-1991 Jordan wanted to win. The 1991 Jordan expected to win. This wasn't just growth, this was metamorphosis. The caterpillar hadn't just become a butterfly, it had become a dragon.
Bro basically became a psychopath of the game, literally. Overnight, he became a complete psychopath. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just how you have to be about something you like. You know what I'm saying? If you really like something and you want to do something so bad, bro, and you have a dream, bro, you just gotta hunt for that shit. You gotta be a huntsman. You know what I'm saying? Be in that shit. Love that shit. Do that shit every single day. You gotta be like crazy around it. Like, you gotta be complete psycho, full on, just a maniac, a menace. Like a menace to society to be the best. That's what he was.
Every superstar since 1991 has chased Jordan's ghost. Kobe's fadeaway, Jordan. LeBron's chase down blocks,
Jordan.
Trying to match Jordan's defensive impact. The idea that a wing player could dominate every aspect of basketball, that blueprint was drawn in 1991. The positionless basketball we see today, Jordan proved it in 91. He played point guard, shooting guard, small forward, sometimes all in the same possession. Labels became meaningless when you could do everything at an elite level. But beyond basketball, 1991 Jordan created the template for athletic greatness. Work harder than everyone, trust the process, but never the competition. Turn weakness into strength, make winning an addiction, not an achievement. Every player who's ever studied film, who's ever added counters to their moves, who's ever visualized before games, they're all disciples of the church Jordan built in 1991. Michael Jordan in 1991 wasn't just the best player in basketball, he was basketball. Every possession was a masterclass. Every game was a statement. Every moment was history being written in real time. He didn't just win a championship, he broke the sport's old hierarchy and rebuilt it with himself at the apex.
Shit, what it sounded like to me, it sounds like Michael Jordan was the damn blueprint. He was the blueprint to everything. He was basketball. He literally is basketball. I ain't gonna lie. If Michael Jordan, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I can't think of basketball without Michael Jordan. I ain't gonna lie. Like, no Michael Jordan, yo, I can't see how basketball would or like how even the league would be like if there was no Michael Jordan. I mean, obviously, like maybe in a different world there probably would be some type of, you know, different type of Michael Jordan. We probably wouldn't even be calling him Michael Jordan. But like, you gotta realize this guy is literally the blueprint. You can't think of basketball without thinking no Michael Jordan. If I think of the first NBA player every time I think about, even when I was even a LeBron fan, shit, you know who I thought about? Michael Jordan every time. I always thought about the bro. Shit.
Not through politics or luck or timing, through sheer, undeniable, terrifying excellence. 1991 Michael Jordan, NBA champion, Finals MVP, regular season MVP, first team All-NBA, first team All-Defense, scoring champion, and transformed basketball forever.
Yup.
They say Jordan played 15 seasons. That's wrong. Jordan played one season, 1991, and then spent the rest of his career reminding everyone what they'd witnessed. The championships that followed, the records, the moments, all echoes of what he became when he finally broke through. Because in 1991, Michael Jordan didn't just become a champion, he became inevitable. He became immortal. He became exactly what we'd been told was impossible. Perfect. Jordan in 1991 was a god, and if you don't believe me, well, you weren't paying attention. But here's the thing about gods. They're never satisfied with one miracle. What happened in 1993? Jordan didn't just repeat, he evolved into something even more terrifying. He became vengeful. Want to see what happens when God gets angry? Subscribe.
Shit, yeah, he just became a legend. Shit, after 1991. But hey, man, I'm not gonna lie, this was a very good breakdown of Michael Jordan, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I ain't know 1991 Michael Jordan was like that. I knew he was good, but that good, I ain't know that. I ain't gonna lie. But hey, hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video. And if you guys want to see another Michael Jordan video, click on this video right here.